Hi, I, Sailor Venus, Mina here, and today I'm going to talk about, well, that the Cloverway offshoot of Sailor Moon is not as bad as a lot of Sailor Moon followers make it out to be. You see, we only talked about the Deke Sailor Moon, and now we're talking about the Cloverway Sailor Moon. Now, in a Sailor Moon followership, you would think that that one would get more on look. Why? Because it kept closer to the Toei offshoot, which almost every offshoot of Sailor Moon is offshooting from in some way. But no, it did not. In their mind, it was as bad because it had the same stuff. Well, once again, the names being shifted, borrowed names being shifted for borrowed names isn't a big deal. You know, I didn't think it was a big deal. Then again, the show playing wasn't to their liking. But once again, I didn't think that was a big deal either. I think the ones that spoke for them did a good work speaking for them. You know, um, and free as far as the unstraight go. I don't think it was handled badly at all. A lot of folks seem to think, and when I talk about that, because you got Sarah Uranus and Sailor Neptune, Mara and Michelle, who were called near kin to have some kind of grounds for their kinship. But I think a lot of folks knew that they were unstraight, and some folks thought that Cloverway was just making fun of the bind that Deke was in many years before them. But I didn't think it was handled badly. Not at all. And Fisheye, well, Fisheye is a woman. I am sorry. In every offshoot of Sailor Moon, she's a woman. I don't know where you folks are getting that she's not. But anyway, that's not the grounds of this film. Cloverway Sailor Moon, which also would have been pioneers depending to which land you lived in. Some folks got the Cloverway offshoot, some folks got the Pioneer one. And I don't really think it was as bad as you folks make it out to be. You know? So, yeah. Cloverway Sailor Moon or Pioneer Sailor Moon was a little unlike Sailor Moon in some ways. Well, yes, they did keep near to the to Toei's one, only having the Deke song in the beginning, and then having whatever song was offshoot at the end, and that was Pioneer's one. If you happen to get the Cloverway one, Cloverway would have it where you would have, the Deke song in the beginning, but you would have the nun singing offshoot of it at the end. And there are some offshoots where they would have the old Sailor Moon song itself. I don't know. Anyway, Pioneer Sailor Moon's English offshoot, it's not as bad as some of the Sailor Moon followership make it out to be, because I have watched it many times too. And there is nothing wrong with it. It's not as bad as you make it out to be. It's not a sin against drawing films or whatever you folks wanna say. You know, you know. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good offshoot. I liked it, and it wasn't as bad as you folks make it out to be. You always talked about, oh, how the show playing or the speaking wasn't to your liking. Oh well, and the names weren't to your liking. Yeah, well, those things weren't big deals to me, and those two things doesn't make it as bad as you make it out to be. And also talking about, oh, how the sagas and the tale telling going on here is bad. No, I think they told the same sagas and tales that were being told in every other offshoot of it. you know. So, no, Cloverway Sailor Moon is not as bad as some of the Sailor Moon followership like to say it is. You know, it's like Two Ford and the hated one, right underneath the Deke one. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on Toon Maker's English offshoot of Sailor Moon. It's not as bad as the Sailor Moon followership would like you to believe, or what their thoughts or beliefs of it is. If that's their thought and belief, good for them. They got no truth to back it up. But it's not as bad as they believe it is, or they think it is, or they would tell you that it is. You know? So if you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the last film we made yesterday. Well, the last film we made yesterday was with the elder Sailor Keepers with Holy Fellow Nicholas. Follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life, which the handle is Sailor Moon for Life. It's one and the same. The name of the fairway and the handle. I, Sarah Venus, Mina, and I hope you like this film. Bye.